Welcome to Anime Unraveled. I'm Rex Paget.
I am Daniel Peppers.
I'm Daniel Peppers.
Hey.
No, you're not.
Hey.
Get it together.
Nice.
I sat there. I had to think about it for a second. I said, "Do I want to do it?" Yeah,
Yeah.
we haven't
No.
been each other in a minute.
You should have said, I'm Inigo Montoya.
Who is? Oh, Princess Bride.
Yeah, there you go, champion.
I've never seen the movie.
What?
Yeah, I never seen the
Wait,
movie.
for real?
Yeah, like I'm not. This is not a bit. I'd have just.
I am Ricky Bobby.
I have seen that movie.
Hey, there we
There
go.
we go. There it is.
Wake up, piss us.
Shake and bake.
fellas. I have some news I need to talk about. It's very pressing news. It's actually it happened a week by the time you see this episode, and I think it's very important, especially for us.
All right.
But it's nothing we didn't see coming. But our Lord and Savior, RightStufAnime.com, is no longer. I just wanted your reactions. And actually, technically, it's no longer on October 10th. I really wish it was October 13th so I could blame Rex's wedding for the destruction of our Savior. But yeah, they sent out a press release officially last night, but stuff has been going around the internet for the last few days.
Yeah.
This is why I didn't want you guys. But I knew
Shocked.
because we haven't been buying a lot from RightStuf. I was like, they're not going to check the emails that RightStuf sends them.
Oh,
No.
no, I did, but I checked it because I got some stuff coming.
Well, I'm surprised you hadn't read it, but yeah, so it's no longer RightStufAnime.com coming October 10th. And here is kind of the press release. I've been trying to look at a bunch of information because I kind of want to get this right.
Did
Yeah.
Crunchyroll fuck us?
I'll get to it. I'm building this up in a story, but the information that has been given to us, like as of now, as a recording of this, is on October 10th. If you have a RightStuf Anime account,
Mm-hmm.
it will automatically migrate to a Crunchyroll account.
Oh, so I get Crunchyroll.
I already have both.
You don't get the app; you just have an account.
That's a
for
bummer.
the store, the Crunchyroll store. So all of their products are migrating to the Crunchyroll store. So when you put in RightStufAnime.com, October
It's just going
10th,
to send you straight to
it's gonna
Crunchyroll.
send you to the Crunchyroll
Wait, so
store.
they're going to have a manga section now?
Yes.
Because currently I don't believe they do.
I don't believe they do. And,
No, you can get the email. You can get digital manga from Crunchyroll though.
but now they will have the physical manga.
Hopefully they keep that separated really well because I don't want to accidentally order, a whole series and be like, oh, it was digital.
Uh-oh.
You just paid for some downloads.
No. But yeah, that stuff hasn't been worked out. Like the manga community is up in arms, right?
Oh, I'm sure
right
because
now.
this is a staple.
Yeah.
It's older than me and Rex.
You're
Yeah.
getting rid of our Lord and Savior.
Yeah, it is 36 years old. It just had its birthday.
Yeah, it's.
I want to say
I think
36.
36.
So it's way older than us. Well, but I think it's just wild, right? And I'm not shocked about it, but it did kind of take me a minute to be like, why would they want to get rid of that name recognition in that community? Because in the anime and manga community,
Yeah, right.
You
so
get-
RightStufAnime.com
RightStufAnime.
is our Lord and Savior.
But I think the biggest disservice they did to it is if you are a Got Anime membership
Mhm.
holder, which we all are.
Yep.
I am a membership holder because I forgot that I had already re-upped. I'm a membership holder till like 2025 at this point. All we get for that? A 10% off coupon.
Oh, I did get the Yeah, I
Yeah.
got a coupon.
10% off coupon. Where the fuck's my $20-something?
Yeah.
Like that's what I want to know. And the other thing that's kind of up in the air right now, which I am also, because I don't have a lot of open orders, thankfully.
Oh, I do.
But so they're still being processed, at least in this press release. They said it's still being processed through RightStufAnime.com for now. As of now, they'll have more information about it later. Blah blah blah. My thing is, I have some box sets that got announced a year ago that I pre-ordered, like the Promised Neverland thing.
Yeah.
But that doesn't come out till like November. So I think I'll be okay with that. But there's another box set that was like 2024. I kind of want to know, and I think a lot of people have the question and a lot of things that they want to know is, what about older series that you already ordered.
Yeah, like I have an order for the first volume of X.
Or
which,
like the fourth volume of Terraform.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like what if you have orders for years? And so who's taking that responsibility on, or are you just boned?
Oh, does it just disappear?
Does it just disappear?
That's a fair question.
Because here's the thing.
Because if that disappears, I'm going to be real mad.
Yeah, same.
And that's the thing.
I'm not paying for Volume 4 a second time.
Yeah, and
well, you didn't pay for it yet. It doesn't hit your account until they do the shipping.
In my mind,
in my mind too, because
who's to say Crunchyroll's going to stick to the discounts?
Well, who's to say that they're gonna still like go after to get as much manga as RightStuf used to?
Right.
Because if we're not seeing the older series get reprints because there's no longer anyone pushing for it, then that's gonna be a problem.
And I think it's a weird time right now because not only speaking like of pricing for manga is a weird time since we've even started this podcast in the last 2 years.
Yeah,
is because it officially also Barnes and Nobles, Books a Millions, Amazon's their orders for the rest of the year kind of came out of like stuff they're kind of getting in like reprints and things like that, and it's now officially that like a copy of Nana that's getting reprinted or a copy of Vagabond or a lot of Viz titles are getting the price increase. Yeah. So the thing about it is like your Terraformers volume, by the time it gets reprinted, will cost more than it does right now. It'll be at $14.99 instead of $12.99.
Yeah, but we currently have the price locked in. But if they do this,
if RightStuf disappears, does that price disappear?
That's
all
curious.
right, people. So we come to you. We at Anime Unraveled must gather the squad and march on Crunchyroll headquarters.
Yeah, I just think they have.
You guys remember the whole Area 51 thing? We're doing that, but with Crunchyroll, we're much less likely to get hurt.
But also, we're still doing the Naruto.
The Naruto run will be beneficial. I promise.
We have to.
So yeah, I think. Like it's a lot, and I kind of just wanted to bring it up like at the top of the show and stuff because I don't have that much information, but there are so many questions that they need to answer, and it's kind of crazy that the transition is happening in less than a month.
That makes me real glad that I did not pull the trigger on any of the things I was looking at.
See, I as a friend, right? I was like, I want their honest reaction because I know if they knew about this,
that's why I tried not to look.
They would have talked to me about it. But also you started sending me stuff of like, I can't wait to, and I was like, as a friend, do I warn him? And I was like, it's only a few days for the podcast.
You were like, it's fine.
Luckily,
I do it for the content.
Very much luckily for me, most of my pre-orders, other than like the few volumes of manga, which they are just, I don't even know if they'll ever get reprinted because I think I'm missing like 6 volumes.
Yeah, so what my theories, right? And again, like I don't have any concrete, but my theories are I think if they're migrating your account from RightStuf Anime, and then they do have an email, like if you hear this the first time from us, which would be crazy, but that would be wild. That would be wild. But if you did, they do have an email. It's like legal at Crunchyroll, whatever. It's in the email that they sent out in the press release. You can look it up online. So if you don't want your account migrated, like if you're for some reason don't want to support Crunchyroll or you don't want any of your information to Crunchyroll to be had, whatever your personal reason is, you can email this thing and apparently it will stop the process and your stuff will not be migrated over.
So what happens if you already have both?
I believe they didn't talk about it, but in my a theory,
I mean, they would just have to link the account.
I think so.
Do a merge.
Because I was thinking about that because I have a Crunchyroll account, but I think my email account is different on RightStuf. So I think it'll just be 2 separate accounts, and maybe there's an option you can go in there and merge them or link them.
I need to look at
if you did the same information.
Yeah, see if I use the same email.
If you want,
because like I've had a Crunchyroll account since Crunchyroll was not a legal source of anime.
Nice.
Yeah, I've had Crunchyroll since before it was
it was cool.
Before it was legal.
Yeah. Before they did the straight and narrow.
Yeah, before they were like a normal streaming service.
Yeah.
I've always used it was Crunchyroll or Kiss Anime at that point.
Way before Kiss Anime.
Yeah.
Look at them now. They're almost a manga. Like I wonder if they're going to start publishing manga in America because they already do it in France.
You did say that they bought some. Yeah, so maybe.
But are we going to get those skinny volumes?
I hope not.
I have some theories about that. I
think that honestly was because of the
amount of it all.
Well, Yes, the Rona definitely played a part because there was such a demand for manga at that point. But since the demand has dropped, like you're going to want higher quality if you're going to actually want people to keep buying it.
Yeah, and it's dropped drastically.
Yeah, the demand has gone down.
I did have the numbers because I've been thinking about doing a video on my channel about it, but I don't have them in front of me. But the numbers have dropped drastically. Even in the small Anime Unraveled, if you look at our orders for 2023 compared to 2022.
Yeah, I sent you those numbers, and I was like, this is like literally...
It's like 9%.
It was if I went from this year to a previous year, it's like 100% increase, or like no, way more than that.
Decrease,
it was like
decrease.
Yeah, no, it's a 90% decrease.
Made a single RightStuf order this year.
I made 23.
Yeah.
Well, not 23 orders, 23 items.
How many did you make last year?
It was like 300 of those.
You also have to think that I went from owning one volume that Rex bought me with Wodakoi to over 300 because I have all of One Piece.
Yeah, I know. And, I mean, and so
it's a hateful number.
So we're not the only ones, and so it's kind of interesting, and maybe that's what RightStuf was seeing. Like this year was maybe rougher than we think for them, and. I mean, they merged with Crunchyroll how long ago? We did an episode about it.
That was this year.
It was this year, but it was early this year. So I knew it was coming, especially when I sent it in the Discord.
It was back when the summer was still very nice and before the blistering heat came.
Yeah, before the sun got mad.
Yeah.
And you definitely saw it coming because I sent you guys.
The thing about the membership.
And the God Anime membership got paused like last week sometime. So I knew something was coming down the pipeline for them to stop
in the episode that we talk about the merge, I think that one of us says, watch this age poorly because we said that either A, got, RightStufAnime.com, our Lord and Savior.
Hey.
May it rest in peace.
Yeah. We outlived our Lord and Savior. Think about that.
I mean, most people.
Cut that.
Fair.
So... We said, one of us, I think we all had differing opinions on it. I think that I said that they were probably going to merge the two.
Right.
And I think that you both were on the same page of no, RightStuf Anime is such a big name that there's no way they can merge it. And then we had the conversation, and in true Peppers fashion, he goes, this isn't going to age well, I don't think.
No.
And it didn't.
It didn't.
It didn't because
It aged like milk.
Especially for me, lactose intolerant. Milk ages horrible regardless.
Yeah.
But no, I was completely shocked that they got rid of the name of RightStuf.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's shocking.
I mean, I guess they're just trying to empower their brand further by taking that out of the picture. 100%. But still, that's insanity.
Yeah, and it's
it would make sense if they maybe cut down RightStuf's not collection, but the amount of things they sell because they could be more focused on the manga side of things. And
so basically move figures.
Yeah, because Crunchyroll already it sells the same exact figures already. Right. And they also have some special ones that only go to Crunchyroll, so they could just do that.
And we've been seeing that throughout this year too, of Crunchyroll exclusives on RightStuf, and RightStuf got rid of the ecchi section. You know what
Didn't they bring it back again though?
There was a way that you had to go through RightStuf to find the
tunnel.
Yeah. There's this little tunnel that still had it, but now there's no way.
There's no dojins.
I think it's going to be harder and harder for the the gentleman out there.
Nah, they just have to go to that other website. You know the one.
Yeah, I know the one, the Haven.
The Haven.
Well, that's not what I was thinking.
I'm always thinking about the Haven.
Just constantly. But
I was there the other day.
Really? How was it?
Honestly, I found something I wanted to watch for the plot, and it was wild.
Never have I heard that.
You're growing up. Yeah, I was reading it for the articles, Mom. Relax.
No, it was. I saw a snippet on Instagram Reels.
As we do.
And I'm like, what is this? So I'm in the fucking comments, and it's it's a Hanaman. I'm like, oh, I already know where to find it. So I go to the Haven and I look it up, and it's just as vile as you would assume something on.
Do you know the name for the listeners?
I have it in my notes on my phone.
Okay, I'll put it on the screen right now.
Oh God, do we really want that on our screen? No. We might get barred from the YouTube. Wow, yeah, that's gonna affect us.
Not that we are, but hey,
one day
soon. So I was like, okay, interesting, but let's see what it's about. And boy, Gotta love the Haven. That's all I'm gonna say.
Love the Haven.
Well, I also saw a reel recently, not for H anime, but Bungo Stray Dogs season 5 apparently is the heat.
It's gas from what I've seen.
I tried to watch that first season and I'm still mad.
I was about to say I only saw one of the fight scenes, but it was pretty epic.
You got to watch all of seasons 1 through 4 and probably 95% of season 5 to get to the 2 minutes of that.
Hey, that's not true. I remember season 1 actually has a lot of good stuff in it.
So what you're saying is you're going to start watching Bungo Stray
Dogs? No, I don't have time anymore.
It's not happening. Well, I mean, if we're talking about reels, right? Because I guess to wrap up the right stuff, it's a bummer. But when I get more information, I'll share it on the podcast.
Yeah,
I just don't have enough. It's just crazy that it happened. But speaking of a manga/anime that took over the internet this week.
Oh, yeah.
It took over the internet. About this now. Kakaguri or whatever it is.
No, that is the gambling anime.
But what's it called? Kakabaki?
No, I thought it started with a G, but you're throwing me off.
No, it's
the katana one, right?
Yeah. It's Kakaguri whatever. It's Kakaguri Baka, I think. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it. You guys are supposed to be the ones that know how to pronounce it.
I don't think that's how it's spelled.
Here, I got it right.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
just let me read it.
No.
I
ladies and gentlemen, we have these magical devices known as smartphones.
What is that? How would you pronounce that?
Kagurabachi.
Kagurabachi. Come on.
Yeah, it's so popular that it got an anime and a video game after its first chapter.
I was about to say, literally, I saw one of the reels that was like, fuck the big 3. We now have the big 1. I was like, there's only one chapter. Is that why it's the big one? Only the one?
that first chapter has just
taken over the internet. So I read the first chapter.
People losing their minds.
Of course I did, because I needed to know.
You need content.
And I wanted to make a video on my channel about
it. Of course.
But yeah, so do you guys know what the story is at all about this?
No clue. Because, dude, I've had no time.
Listen, brother.
I hear you.
I'm out in them streets.
I understand.
Literally.
Yeah, same.
So, yeah. So this apparently godsend. Bigger than One Piece.
That's what they say.
The memes have been so funny about this.
Quick question. Do you know if the person that's written this has done any prior?
I have not looked. I
only ask because whenever I first saw images of it, I was like, that style looks very similar.
So I think I'm going to guess no, because I think what this is more of the Morbius of it all. I think what this is about is it's Morbius. You know how the internet got behind Morbius so much so that then they re-released it in theaters and it made $30?
Oh,
did you hear about that?
No.
Mobius?
Yeah,
no,
Morbius.
Morbius. Yeah, the Spider-Man.
Yeah, the Spider-Man. So Morbius, took over the internet. It's Morbin time.
Yeah, it's Morbin time. Obviously, everyone was making fun of it. It was a negative thing.
It was a meme that it was they would comment on trailers of this isn't Morbius. Sony saw this, right? Because it did horrible at the box office. A year later, almost, they thought it had gained a cult following. They re-released it in theaters, and it made $50.
That's amazing.
The internet fucking got them.
Trolling.
Got him.
So someone misunderstood the internet hard.
Yeah. And I think this is what's kind of happening.
So you've read the first chapter.
I've read the first chapter. So the story is a father is a very legendary blacksmith. The son learns to do katanas, right?
Got it.
Kendo, maybe?
Yeah, and the father's like, yeah, but these katanas are doing, you got to understand, you got to respect the katana, right?
Okay.
And then
that's pretty typical.
Yeah. The chapter's 55 pages, so you kind of get that little bit of a story. And his dad's legendary because of this war thing, and his swords made him win the war or whatever.
I mean, there's a bunch of Japanese legends about certain blacksmiths.
Yeah,
like that.
Very similar.
Yeah.
Then we jump 36 months into the future. The son has a giant scar on his face, and he's hunting the Yakuza down because the Yakuzas work with sorcerers who are magical.
I've heard about this. Yes.
And because apparently, and we don't know anything about it, because then we just see a scene of him just going to work on these Yakuza members.
Going to work.
And he's getting his katana out, and his katana has magical abilities of some sort because fish come out of it at one point. Because we're guessing, because he's trying to hunt down the sorcerers, because apparently, allegedly, the sorcerers took down his father.
Okay, so just going to go
That's
ahead.
the gist of the story.
I'm just going to go ahead and throw this out here. if this didn't have any magic in it and it was just instead 36 years later,
months,
he's like
months.
It's only months.
Months later.
Oh, I thought he was
36
like
months.
Oh
later.
no, I was thinking like it was years, and he was like,
yeah, it is. It's 3
years later.
That does not make me happy. I was hoping it was like when he's an adult, he's now like hunting down like his father's katanas they made, killing all of these people. Would be great.
You might have just made a better story.
I think so. Let me Shonen Jump, hear me out.
yeah, sure. But so it's 55 pages. That's the gist of the story. It's fine. Like the artwork's kind of neat when like he goes to work. You know what I mean? And like you said, I think what sets it apart is like the sorcery of it all, like adding that into the Yakuza mix, because it's kind of a nitty gritty.
It's wild. You know, you're biased to not like this story.
Because it got swords
and magic.
Yeah, fair.
Swords and magic.
I know.
Yeah, but it's modern day swords and magic.
It's modern day.
He doesn't like it.
It's modern day.
Yeah, he doesn't like it when there's horses involved instead of cars. He's like,
I like
there's
horsepower, not horses.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? But yeah. And I think that the internet took hold of it. I have some.
I like horsepower, not horses.
Thank you. It landed later, but I appreciate it.
No, it's just my brain.
But yeah, I think the internet took a hold of it for a few reasons, and I'll get into it. Is because one, it mashes up a lot of genre tropes that are very popular. You know.
So all I'm hearing is that scene from Lupin the Third that you sent me, where he just put in work against the Yakuza.
Oh, dude,
that's a better scene.
That is a better scene. I was about to say, I don't think there's gonna be something to match that. That scene is amazing.
Yeah, that scene's sick.
Like he described me and said all that's going through my head is when you showed us that snippet from Lupin the Third, where he's just
disarming,
literally,
literally disarming the Yakuza.
He's disarming some people. Just slicing people in half.
I don't know. I don't think this is gonna be even as good as the Kamui, whatever that is. New
Golden Kamui?
No. That new anime that comes out in October. Something Kamui.
I know what you're talking about.
Ninja Kamui or whatever.
The ninja thing.
Dude, there's a lot that are getting ready to come out in this fall season, like Berserk of Gluttony.
Well, that and also the Deranged Detective.
The 4-cut hero is something weird that I think is.
That's way too long of a title already.
Yeah. So it's it's based off a light novel.
Obviously.
Literally, the only scene I have seen is when like some chick tries to like throw a knife at him and he easily dodges it, but it's getting ready to hit one of his anime figures,
he's like,
he's like, no. Like I'm so ready for this because like understood.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah. And then let's see. There's a couple of them that are like very darker, like much darker stories, like Berserk of Gluttony, that are coming out like this fall season too.
Yeah.
I just can't remember the names. I have them in my my Instagram because I find the reels for them from like the trailers and I send them to myself, so I have the titles so I can watch them. And then I looked up the titles and they're not out yet, and I'm very sad.
Yeah, that's the same thing that happened with me.
Yeah, and it's the same thing that happened with this because like people have like animated this stuff and like voice over.
Dude, I saw a fan
animations are great.
Dude, I saw a fan animation of Jiu-Jitsu that was like, you mean this ain't the real thing? Like,
my thing is this, like, I don't know how they're animating these manga panels so fucking amazingly.
On point.
It's a skill.
It's amazing.
Viz needs to hire them to send out trailers when they release new series. Like because it got me so interested, and then I read the chapter, and then I got deep into the internet culture of it all, and then I was like, these people are fucking nuts. But also, I think it's a bigger thing, right? Because I think what's happening. And I think it is played for meme and joke, and it is very funny because they are really going hard of like, we don't need these people anymore. We got this guy. And you're like, one chapter dropped.
Yeah.
And people have like printed out and put like PlayStation 5 video game covers on it. They're like, gonna binge play this new hit thing that came out and shit like that. But I think it's because Shonen Jump's in a fucking interesting spot, man.
Well, yeah, they are.
Because they got a bunch of shit ending. They got One Piece on its way out, JJK, Black Clover, My Hero, like a lot of things.
I don't know what they're going to do.
And that's what I think is happening. And I think the internet's being the internet and memeing it up. But it's a general thought that we've talked about on this podcast a bunch. What is the magazine going to do? Because, you have Sakamoto days and things of that nature, kaiju, but
Well,
those are already in 100+ chapters. Like,
yeah, they're
on.
I
they're
don't
in
know.
the middle
Yeah.
or on their way out.
I was about to say, I don't know how long Kaiju's
I mean, we're not
go.
going to get another. We're not going to get another
1,000
400+ chapter.
We're not, and that's not the business anymore. Like, that's not the business of manga. I think the business of manga is
tell your story, get out.
Yeah, and I think the top chapters we're gonna see are 400. Like, I think that's the top.
Goda is just a cut above the rest.
Yeah, amen, brother. And I think that's why this kind of thing happened, is because it has all the tropes of what made stuff popular. But
with the fish coming out of his sword, I got very Demon Slayer
It is Demon Slayer meets Bleach.
Oh, no, it made me think Hunter x Hunter.
Also fair.
We're going to talk about
Yeah,
Hunter,
I know we are.
That's a good lead in, but I do want to get this out before we lead into it. I think the reason that it kind of like jumped into it is because a lot of people are wondering what's new, what's next, what is the next big thing of Shonen Jump. And I almost want to say that the tropes that they have in Shonen Jump are going to have to change.
Well, yeah, it always does. Like, that's like originally.
But what's pushing it now? Because usually by the time the big ones, because this has happened multiple times, it'll keep happening and stuff. It'll work out.
Well, yeah, because there's always a story to tell about, dead parents, demon inside.
And that third thing that we still don't know what it is.
Yeah, I really can't remember.
They
gotta be the very best.
I'm just going to go back to the Shonen episode and find it.
All right. I appreciate you. But
Probably during the break when my camera dies.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Smart.
Well, later on in the episode, keep watching.
Yeah.
And he'll have it. Get that retention. I get you. Smart move. Genius. But I don't know. I think it is kind of getting a little bit nerve-wracking for Shonen fans, though, because there is not a magazine seller. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's not. Like, there are, but those are leaving.
Oh, by the by, the internet is ruining One Piece for me right now.
Well, okay, so
the
speaking
Gear
of...
5? The Gear 5 or
no,
other things?
Other things?
Other
things.
You're deep in the hole now.
Yeah.
They listen to you, so now you're getting recommended
Yeah,
shit.
it's a problem. Like,
So, like, it's, like, spoiling what's happening right now.
Oh, it probably is. I'm guessing that's what they're really pointing to. They're like, oh, yeah, good old Goda really foreshadowing things.
Yeah, you're talking about where he's holding the crown and he has the...
No, not even that. I'm talking about something to deal with the crocodile anyway.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, well, thank you for that.
Thank you, Internet.
Speaking of that, this is just going to be a quick moment. Did you see all the stuff where it was talking about how long Luffy and the gang have been in Wano fighting Kaido?
It's the longest fight in anime history.
Not just anime history, manga history, I think, too. It's like
probably
4 or 5 years.
If you take time, yeah.
Like in like IRL, it's like
technically no.
I know in anime.
Okay, listen, Hunter x Hunter doesn't count.
No, not Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter x Hunter's on fucking
No,
hiatus.
I'm saying technically no because if you do the math on the Gurren Lagann fight, it's technically longer.
Well, is it technically longer IRL.
Okay, you have to think about space travel, my boy.
Okay.
No, IRL.
Brother,
like,
my brother
like
in
actual
Christ.
time.
My
that
brother
passed
in Christ. I am
world.
talking about chapter release.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. IRL.
I thought you were
in
talking
real
about
life.
like in comparison.
I was like, this man was watching Gurren Lagann and space travel. Rex, you're built different.
Okay, yeah, you're right then.
Have you been playing Starfield, my boy?
I want to so bad.
I don't.
Why, man?
It looks so
it'll
good.
suck your soul out, dude. It's like
Fallout,
Skyrim.
It is Fallout and Skyrim in space.
I
And Mass
did
Effect,
play a
come
video
on.
game. I did play a video game.
Was it Terraria?
No. It was
Terraria.
Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Oh, I saw you playing that.
Yeah. It got on sale and I've platinumed it. Got all these.
Oh, of course you did.
Well, all Miles,
You hunter.
Miles Morales is an extra DLC.
It's really good though.
Yeah, it is.
It's really, really good. I like the mechanics of those Spider-Man games. I can't wait for Spider-Man 2 to come out on PC because I am not buying a PS5.
Nope.
I have one.
I know. I'm not buying a PS5.
That's
yeah,
fine.
Me either.
But yeah, so like it's like over the course of like, I don't remember if it was like 5. I don't remember the exact time period.
Yeah.
But I remember reading it, and it was just so mind-boggling to me.
Well, wait.
That
So you mean the whole time they're fighting him? Like
no,
not
I'm
just
talking about
in Wano.
literally from when the Straw Hats got to Wano, the chapter where they got to Wano, that the date of release for that chapter,
Yeah.
to the date where Luffy finally beat Kaido. And it was actually in the anime that they were talking about.
I was about to say, because the only other contender I could think about, technically, would either be Berserk or...
But like for like the anime release of the week to week episode or week to week chapters or whatever from the manga.
Yeah, but they went on hiatus and stuff like that. He's talking about consistent.
Oh yeah, you're right for sure.
They have been in Wano for so long.
Yeah, I don't know about the manga thing, but I did hear that it's like the longest anime fight. Yeah. Like him and Kaido have been going at it for a long time.
Yep.
But speaking of shonen anime,
have you been doing it? Have you been doing what we agree upon?
I've watched the first season, according to Netflix, 26 episodes of Hunter x Hunter.
Which is real sad to a degree because for you people that don't know, that's right before you get to the good
I'll tell you, I'll tell you the last episode.
Good old Nin.
Is Kurapika and Leorio went their separate ways, and Killua and Gon are going to Heaven's Arena. That's where they're going.
Heaven's Arena.
Yeah, that's where it gets good.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Is it where it gets good?
Yes, for actual.
Let me fucking tell you, dude. I'm about to get heated, man.
Oh, I know he is.
I am about to get fucking. So if you don't want, if you're a big Hunter x Hunter fan, I don't get you. I respect you. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't want to listen to this, turn the podcast off. See you next week. You know what I mean? Thanks for listening.
No, they have to stay.
Stay for this thing. But okay, fucker, man. Listen. All right. All right.
He's
here we
gonna
go.
put timestamps down below. Just pick up when he stops his
get
rant.
together. So I started like 3 days ago. Kind of. I'll start Hunter x Hunter, right? So I did watch 26 episodes.
It's 9 episodes a day.
Yeah, about 9 episodes.
About 3 hours.
About 3 hours a day. You know what I mean? Because I'm watching.
Isn't that about the same amount as your commute?
Interesting, right? I'm not gonna say one way or another. I'm just saying.
I want a Matthew Nolte.
I'm watching. I'm listening it. I'm watching it in English dub. So you know.
So you're pulling a Nolte.
I'm not saying one way or another.
I love that.
I'm not breaking any traffic.
But I just know I do a lot for content. That's all I'm gonna say. So I have a lot of fucking issues, like a ton of. I mean,
yeah, there are some problems.
All right, one. This motherfucker, it's copy and paste. It's goddamn copy and fucking paste of characters. If I said Kurama, you would say.
I'm guessing Kurapika.
Yeah. So yeah. If I was gonna say Kuwabara, you would say
Leorio.
Yeah. If I was gonna say Hiei,
honestly, that's a downgrade as fuck. Though.
That's what I'm saying to you.
Now the Hiei might be an upgrade. Dude, you haven't gotten far enough.
It gets better.
No, it do.
No, I will say, and it's. I was just doing that for like.
Killua is the goat.
Killua is the goat.
And then Yusuke, I would say.
No.
Exactly.
Uncomparable.
Now, I will say Killua.
Now, adult Gon, maybe.
I would say Killua is an upgrade from Hiei.
Boy, Killua's that boy.
The other three are the fucking most massive goddamn downgrades I've ever witnessed on screen in anime.
Okay, as far as the English voice acting, I'm sure in comparison, Yu Hakusho's way better.
I don't mind the English stuff.
Okay, well.
Doesn't bother me at all.
B, Kurapika, you've got to wait. Like,
you got to wait till he pulls up to a fight with a shovel.
But here's the thing. If we're saying 26 and 26, right? They came out around the same time. If we're saying 26, a few years apart.
I mean, technically, Hunter x Hunter is newer than Yu Hakusho.
Oh, with this one I'm watching is
2011? No, even like the original, really? Because he wrote Yu Hakusho first, then he wrote...
So you're saying he went to this?
Yeah.
I was giving it the benefit of the doubt because I thought this motherfucker took a hiatus and did Yu Hakusho. You're telling me?
Hunter x Hunter came out afterwards.
And you motherfuckers like it? That's crazy. This is the most insane shit. Oh my God! Because I was giving it benefit of the doubt because I thought it came first.
No, you have to think about it this way though. Hunter x Hunter has the world's slowest setup, especially if you watch the original. Because the original, I don't even think he gets to the Hunter exam until like episode 8.
Yeah,
that's insanity. Because I think it's slow now.
Oh yeah, it's so much slower. But the thing is,
Arena. That's where everything.
Heaven's Arena is where it kind of actually starts.
So you're saying I'm that meme of that dude digging for diamonds? And
Yeah, you're at the cusp. Honestly, you're at the cusp
right
because
there.
you're about to find Nin, and Nin is a game changer.
You're about to find it. You know how you told me I had to get through parts 1 and 2 because in part 3 I get to stands.
Yeah.
Okay, Nen is like the getting to stand.
No, you know how like in
but here's the thing.
No. There's no here. Yeah, but here's the thing.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. But I always kind of justified the JoJo's of like, yeah, JoJo's is fun and good, but people live and die with Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, I know.
And I think that
it's because of Yorkshire City, though.
But and also,
I love Greed City.
Yeah.
Also,
Great Island's good too.
They're going to New City.
Yeah.
New York City.
Yeah.
It's fucking horrible.
Hey,
That's fucking bad.
Talk to Zagashi about it.
I think you can't write characters. Honestly, I'm coming.
Just wait.
But my thing is, I understand that, and I will because I am devoted to content.
You have to.
I will, absolutely, 100%. But my thing is,
we've gone up like 15 followers since we started. 15 subscribers since we started this journey. Because everyone's like, we got to see them the life drain from.
Well, you're fucking look at me,
Witness me,
because
notice me,
that
senpai.
This.
Notice
I
me.
have watched a ton of shonen. This legitimately, and yes, I have some nostalgia for Yu Yu Hakusho and Dragon Ball and blah 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 blah. This is legitimately the worst 26 episodes of shonen I've ever seen.
Worse than part 1 and 2 of JoJo's?
Yes,
I don't think so.
yes, and I'll tell you why. Because the hype train
pulls a dude's heart out.
One fucking reel.
He only gets one moment.
It's an Instagram fucking reel. But my problem.
Okay. Also, that's because you're watching the new one too. So in the older one, he also murdered a shitload of people. Well, not shitload. I'd say like 3 people on the blimp.
That's a shitload for a child.
Yeah, for a child. Because I think they bumped into him, and he was just like,
no, that's in this one.
Oh, he actually. You see the blood splatter.
Yeah. Well, they go outside and it's the window from the boat or whatever they're on. Or whatever the fuck they're on. Blimp or airship, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, airship.
Who gives a damn? That's what I'm saying. But
a boat.
I don't fucking know. A skyboat. A blimp is kind of like a skyboat.
He's not wrong.
Airship, maybe.
But yeah, so it's like silhouetted, and you see him like, and then he has blood all over.
So in the older one, also the heart scene is way more graphic too.
I'm not talking about like that. To me, like it wasn't the. I'm not looking for like
you don't like
more graphic shit.
You like going fighting people with a fishing pole?
I think he can't write fucking characters. I think these characters are fucking bad. The only one, and it's just the most recent fucking episode 21 to 24 is Killua. No, Ahsoka is one of the most creepiest fucking pedophile-ish motherfuckers that ever lived, and I don't like him.
You won't.
Like, on the fucking screen.
You will.
But, no.
You will, sadly.
You will.
You will.
Everyone thinks that, and they're like, dude, fuck this guy. And then later happens, and you're like, God damn it, Hisoka's the best character in this show.
Which says more about the show, probably.
Yeah, at least for the first season or the first arc or whatever you want to call it, he can't write characters.
Especially Phantom Troop.
Because think about this, right? Wow. And I'll use his shit, like his own shit, Yu Yu Hakusho. Yu Yu Hakusho has a similar pacing issue in the front.
Oh yeah,
but at least you are building Hiei as a character because everyone kind of gets their moment, right? None of these characters. Kuwabara gets a lot of moments.
Yeah, I was about to say Leorio gets nothing.
And Leorio sucks.
Leorio gets his moment at the end.
Well, yeah, I'm saying for a long time. That's forever away.
When he gets to uppercut someone that deserves it.
But my thing is, he already, and see, this makes me even more mad. He's already written good shit, and he knows how to do like character building and shit like that.
Brother, Kurapika shows up to a fight with a shovel.
Yes, but what are you talking about? 100 episodes later?
No.
Like literally in like 5 episodes.
No. So you've got the whatever tower they're at. The Sky Tower. What is it?
They literally just looked at each other and said, "We're going to Heaven's Arena."
Yeah, Heaven's Arena.
You got to train to punch Ahsoka in the face and give him back his fucking badge.
So you have Heaven's Arena, which that's honestly a pretty decent arc because it introduces Nin. Right after that, you get Yorkshire City, and that's when you actually get the character development.
You also
So I have to wait 50 episodes for character development?
Because
35 episodes?
No, about 40.
Yeah.
About 40 fucking episodes. This is insanity, man.
Brother, I had to watch 49, however many episodes are in part 3 of JoJo's, and I
understand that, and we can agree. JoJo's not good. What I'm saying is these motherfuckers are lying to me and saying Hunter x Hunter, fucking great, fucking the GOAT. Hunter x Hunter is the.
He's gonna hit like, or he's gonna come back to us.
I bet he's gonna hate Heaven's Arena. Actually.
I don't think he will.
I do. I think he's gonna like some of the ideas.
He's gonna like the Go and Hisoka fight. I think he might enjoy the Go and Hisoka fight.
I know he's gonna hate some of the others though.
Yeah.
But I would like or care if I cared about anything that was happening. Because you don't, because they are caricatures of shonen tropes. Every fucking single one of them.
Are you going into this thinking too seriously?
I also want to have a good time. I'm not having a good time.
I think it's also because he's been reading One Punch Man, and it's just superior.
Yeah, and well, that's why I told Rex earlier because
he's been tainted.
So I am really doing a lot of whiplash, where I'm also 11 volumes into One Punch Man, and it tears apart shonen tropes in such a fucking goddamn fantastic way.
I told you it's fucking.
It's so good. It's so good.
My favorite panel from that is when he tabletops a section of a planet,
dude. One Punch Man is so fucking good.
It is.
It's
I told you.
Good. It is so fucking good.
Are we getting season 3 soon?
Yes, I know it's being animated, but
good.
Yeah. So
good. I think we're supposed to get the tabletopping of the planet in season 3.
I know. I think Mappa's doing it because maybe they were joking of it. I just know I saw a bunch of stuff on the internet that was like these poor animes about to kill themselves.
Yeah. But yeah, so if you wanted an update for Hunter x Hunter, I'm fucking not having a good time.
26 episodes in. So
I don't like it.
Hey,
I straight up. And the thing about it is, I don't like. I physically I don't like it. Like I don't. It's nothing.
With JoJo's.
It's exactly. Like I'm going through the thing of like. At least with JoJo's, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not defending JoJo's.
He can. I can't.
Right.
I've had
I think JoJo's at least has its own style, right? Whether you like the style or not, it's still very unique to itself.
Well, that has a banger amount of music.
Yeah, but it has its own thing. It's had its own spirit. The problem with Hunter x Hunter, it feels like a fucking carbon copy of a shonen. Like that's what it feels like.
I mean, I have the hot take. It's
literally
the
outline for a lot,
and everyone comes up my neck for that. Like in my person. Baki's just better than JoJo's.
Yeah, but
Baki's more crazy than JoJo's, which is a bizarre thing to say.
Bizarre
adventure. Very wild thing to say.
But yeah, and I don't know, and I think that's why I'm so passionate about what I don't like about it is because it just feels like a shell of a shonen. It just feels like he's checking boxes. You know what I mean? He's like, we got the edgelord. Check. You know what I mean? We got the tall. At least with Kuwabara, though,
who do you think the edgelord is?
Killua.
No.
And Kurapika. Like they're both.
No. You got one.
They're both edgelord.
No.
How?
Killua is not edgelord at all. Like he's introduced that way. He's not.
I'm saying in the 26 episodes, all I can judge, he 100%. He's like, my family kind of sucks.
Well, yeah, he has a bad family life, and
then he's like, "I'm gonna brood away, and then I'm gonna retire from this match because you're not worth my time." It's a very Hiei fucking move, and he is an edge dude.
No.
Well, yes, Hiei is, but not
Killua.
Killua's not.
In the 26 episodes, regardless of where he goes, in the first season, 26 episodes.
Yeah, I've seen so many edgelords casually come up on a skateboard.
Yeah, just casual.
Yes, because he's like that
or
brooding.
His Nen yo-yos.
Yeah, he doesn't have those.
I know he doesn't.
It's a later thing.
I'm talking about the 26 episodes.
Well, that sucks. We're talking about later.
I'm just saying. I think.
I was about to say there is an edgelord in that group, but it's not him.
It's Kurapika.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and both of them fucking are horrible.
No, it's 100. Like Kurapika, boy, he's that boy.
I don't know.
I don't know. I can respect you guys as my friends in your opinion.
I was about to say, I actually like most of the villains in that show more than the main cast.
Weird. I haven't seen a character that I like at all.
That's because you haven't been introduced to the villains yet.
Phantom Troops.
Ahsoka, I've been introduced.
Yeah.
Apparently
he's not a villain.
Yeah, he's not a villain.
He's more of an anti-hero.
Now, if he was in the real world, he'd be under the prison.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, and he's already set himself up to not be a villain because he's like, you have a lot of potential. I don't want to take you out quite yet because you're.
God, the English on this must be bad.
It's not good.
It's fucking fine.
But yes, no, basically.
It's all this show deserves. Like, I'll be honest with you on that.
So Hisoka's whole thing is that he loves crushing strong people.
Right, and he's trying to build Gon up to be a worthy opponent.
Gon and Killua.
Yeah, both of them. Because he said that to the old man. He was like, they're not ready yet, but I want them to be. It fucking, dude, it's bad. It is not even fun bad. That's the problem. It is like, I'm checking it's like AI wrote a fucking shonen. Like, that's what it's like.
Man, just wait till they get Nan and Gon gets his
God,
ability.
I can't wait to see the flames in the comments.
This
man.
If you want my honest, hey, this is what you subscribe to the channel for. Everybody might leave. I don't fucking know.
No,
you wanted us to watch it.
We did
and
straight
I'm
up tell them, because everyone that's here, if you're listening or if you're watching us, you know there's no way in hell that I will ever be, well, okay. There's a 99.8% chance that I will remain on the opposite side of the spectrum of JoJo's, that I will never enjoy JoJo's.
Until part 5, which he's going to fall in love with, and I'm going to question him the rest of my life.
Or I'm going to show up to Rex's wedding with a saxophone and I'm going to play Giorno's theme. Who knows?
Who knows what could happen?
But I'm always going to be there. I do not think, right? I don't think that you will be the me for JoJo's with later Hunter x Hunter.
I do agree. The beginning of Hunter x Hunter is.
Oh, it's the slowest thing on the planet.
It's not, but
I watched that first 26 episodes and I genuinely stopped watching Hunter x Hunter for like a year.
Oh no, I cruised through, but even then I was like, oh, it gets better.
But yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if it was just, I guess
Heaven's Arena is good, but it's
also
still slow as hell.
Gon as a character
is not a character.
He's not. He starts off
my dad. I want to fire my dad.
Yeah, he starts off.
That's it.
He starts off as Goku essentially because he's
even worse than Goku.
At least Goku had no brain at all.
But here's my thing.
At least he has a goal.
Goku? Goku is, I want to beat the strong people.
No, before then, that's not how he was.
Dragon Ball was completely okay living in his mountain hut.
True.
Yeah, I was about to say, he is original Goku. That's all.
But at least, though, and I'm glad you brought this up, because at least Gon, the reason I don't like him as a character, and I don't think he is a character, he's just kind of like a guy that's drawn there that exists. In 26 episodes, Rex.
Okay.
Then let me just fucking, you keep being like, just wait, it gets better.
Well,
I'm saying in 26 fucking episodes.
It takes a long time for him to change as a character. But
my thing is, at least with Goku, even in Dragon Ball, because you're going to a shonen anime for fun, action, no seriousness kind of thing, right? In general, I'm not saying, but Gon can't even throw a punch. He's got a fucking fishing pole. He's fishing around, being a fishing guy.
That does not last long.
Yeah.
The transition from him using that fishing pole to him not is just so sudden.
Yeah, he's like, I don't really throw punches.
You miss the fishing pole later on. You're like, oh, damn.
Oh, yeah, I really miss him standing there being like, I'm going to catch these birds so I can get this tag from this guy. Yeah, you're going to miss that. I hear you.
This guy.
I fucking hear you.
Hey, he'll change.
No, he won't.
We can change him.
We cannot.
Good luck.
He's an immovable object.
Good luck, because I promise you this: if I wasn't doing it for the people and for the content, I wouldn't do it. That's how I feel.
That is so sad.
I wouldn't do it because I think it's legitimately. There's no heart to this series. There's none.
My dear God.
There's none.
Just wait.
I understand, and I hope, and I pray, and I hope and pray that you're right. But I am going to tell you, in 26 episodes, I've watched a lot of shonen anime. You can say what you will about it. There is no heart in Hunter x Hunter.
It was in that cloth.
Yeah, in that cloth. Like, and the bad part about it is, at least series that have no heart, right?
Mm-hmm.
At least they have fun action scenes. This doesn't even have action scenes. Like, this doesn't even have fucking fights.
Oh, it was Gon being like the bird telling me a storm is coming.
Yeah, and then there's also Gon being like, how you win this fight is say, I give up. He's like, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to be a shonen protagonist.
I was about to say, so Hunter x Hunter starts off the same way as like Dragon Ball, but you're trying to compare it to like Dragon Ball Z as far as having fights and shit. It doesn't.
That's what people are telling me on the internet.
Yeah, it doesn't get there until you discover Nin, which, by the way, 2 episodes away.
Yeah, you're so close.
You're so close.
So you're saying next week when we record it that you're going to need an update.
I mean, if you watch if you watched all of the Heaven's Arena or whatever, yeah, you'd probably be like, hey, look,
I have a system right now.
The man threw a fist. I think I know your system because I did the math.
I have a system right now that I'm pretty sure I can get through it.
Here's the thing. I wish that I could say that I also have a system to get through part 4, but I don't.
I think that counts as distracted driving.
I'm not saying one way or another. I'm just saying I have a system. And it's helping me out. And a good thing
project it on my eyelids.
Yeah, who knows? But yeah, and I'm kind of aggravated. And I think that's why I'm coming in so fucking hot and maybe being a little too wild. But I think I'm aggravated is because I actually thought, like, I always played around, like joked around and stuff about Hunter x Hunter. But I really thought, like,
you thought it would be
I'm
different.
a prime candidate to love it. Like, because at the end of the day, I might try to think and, like, want to look deeper into stuff now because, like, I'm a fan and I've seen enough that I feel like I have enough knowledge to dig deeper into animes and things like that. But then watching it not change and watching it be what it is in that 26 episodes, and on top of that, wasting 2 of those fucking episodes on a fucking flashback.
Well, yeah, the flashback is annoying.
It's so aggravating that I feel like my blood pressure's at 150.
So the other thing is, the reason Gon is kind of the way he is at the beginning of it, though, is literally... Oh, you're checking your blood pressure?
I was looking at my beats per minute. I'm only at 80.
But
I'm 2 monsters in, and
they
I'm
set
only
him
at 80
up
beats.
like as innocent as possible. Like, he literally doesn't question people's motives, stuff like that. They do that on purpose. Like, the way he's written is very much purposeful, especially when you see him toward the end of the series.
I know it's leading somewhere, and that's and I good God, I would hope
like
so.
Same thing with Kurapika, same thing with all of the characters.
It's setting it up, but my thing is, he already set up a 4-man squad.
Well, yeah,
but better. Already, now that you've told me this, he's already done that.
You say it's a 4-man squad, but it really...
It's just the 2 of them.
Yeah, it's about to say, it's about to just be the 2 of us.
Just the 2 of us. Yeah, and I understood that as...
most of the series.
Most of the series.
Yeah, and
they introduce Leroy and Kurapika. After they all go their separate ways, you get a couple of episodes.
What they just did, they just went their separate ways?
No. So they do get back up together, but Leorio...
At York New City?
Yeah. Well, York Shin City if it's the Japanese version.
It's York New City.
Well, it's York Shin City.
Like New York
City.
Yeah. I know I've said this already, but I just really want the listeners to understand.
You want to drive it home. I hear
York New City. That's the best you can come up with?
Anywho, Leorio basically becomes your Yamcha for the longest time. And
Yamcha's better than Leorio. I said what I said.
I don't know what Kurapika ends up being in comparison.
Yeah, you get one real good.
You get a season of Kurapika, and then after that, he's out.
And then it's just going. It's going to Killua.
Yeah, well, that's how it goes.
I mean, that's okay, and like I'm fine, and like I said, I'm gonna see where this story leads, and I'll eat my words. I've done it before, and I'll do it again. I don't give a fuck, but
it won't.
I'm just being honest with you.
Or it will age well for him. I'll just be like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
And then he's going to come in. He's going to be like, boy, they had us in the first half, but man.
Yeah, man, that first season was the best they did. Yeah, and I don't know, man. Like, and that's the thing. Fuck. I really didn't expect to have such strong feelings because I already figured the era that it came out. I gave it the benefit of the doubt that it's going to take a while to pick up.
Sounds to me like you didn't give it the benefit of the doubt. I did,
but my thing is, at least with all of those series that you want to talk about, it's coworkers or whatever you want to call them.
Coworkers?
I don't know, but
it's peers.
It's peers that it came out around the same time. I just feel like you can look at any of those peers and they did the setup better. Even if the pacing's different in nowadays, the setup was still better compared to this because it almost feels like, fuck, I hear you. That's what I felt like watching Hunter x Hunter, yawning my fucking ass off because, like you said, Gon is written that specific way. I get that.
Yeah.
But there's been characters during that time that if you want to be like, I don't question anyone and I want to be the shonen protagonist of this.
Name one.
Name one.
Yeah, name one.
Goku's done better.
No.
What do you mean? Goku in Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I'm talking about Goku and Dragon Ball.
Is more fun to watch than fucking Gon. I will tell you that shit right now.
It is more entertaining to watch Goku smack Bulma and be like, "Where are the balls?"
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I think that he's a more fully realized character. Gon is literally right now in 26 episodes. I don't know where he goes, Rex.
Yeah.
We're just judging in 26 episodes.
Oh yeah, I'm aware.
We should compare the first 26 episodes.
He's just like he's just like they have to have a character there. Like he honestly has zero character development. He almost like his only trait, right, is like I'm gonna jump in these snakes. Hopefully there's an antidote in there. You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
Like and his trait is like, and even people say this, like the little Shinobu guy that he's like that fucking surrenders to him in the match that gives him the
Shinobi.
Yeah, whatever.
Shinobu.
It like looks at
fucking
Killer.
love him.
Yeah, looks at Killer and is like, guess the guy won me over because his eyes didn't have hatred in it. He's just a good dude. Fucking what?
This English dub sounds goddamn awful.
No, I'm just paraphrasing. They
I don't
actually
care
say,
if that's what you paraphrase it to. Oh God.
like it's just
What was this dub?
it's fucking the dub's the best part
No.
because I don't have to read it. I don't have to waste my time. I don't have to give it the time of day to fucking read because it's not worth it. I'll give you that shit right now.
Okay, I did the same with Sword Art.
Exactly. Sword Art better than Hunter
No.
x Hunter.
Dude, I would no. I'd rather rewatch all 150 of fucking Hunter x Hunter than watch the remaining 24 of fucking Sword Art.
I'm about to say something fucking wild, right? And you know where I'm going with this.
Do I?
12 episodes of Hunter x Hunter, the 12 episodes of Sword Art, more character development by 5,000%.
So you're saying
Sword Art.
You're saying only the first 12, right? Because that's the only good one.
Hey, I'm just saying 12 12. I'm just saying 12 12.
That's cold-blooded. That's a cheat right there.
I'm just saying 12 12. Sword Art 12 better than Hunter x Hunter 12 by fucking millennia.
I mean, it did come out. I mean, it did come out 12 years after as well.
Technically not.
Yes.
This came out in 2011.
That was the remake, my boy. I'm talking about original work here.
I will say, though, I'll give it, you know what? Let me praise it a little bit. Animation looks nice. Like, it looks nice.
It's 2010. It should.
Doesn't matter. It looks nice. But yeah.
The OVA actually is pretty, it's not as bad.
I just haven't found anything to like.
The OVAs, I guess I just call them OVAs because they're
movie?
so old. Yeah. No, the
original series?
Yeah.
Dude, it's not.
I know it's not. You leave me alone. Stop yelling at me.
It ends like, oh, dear God.
I'm just saying.
Also, quick question. Did you meet a guy with a long katana at all? No. Really early on, long gray hair, wears a hat. Might be purple. It would have been like while he was on the island.
Okay.
Like, did they do a flashback at all to that guy?
No.
Okay, well, that's another thing that kind of fucks it when they did the remake. In the original, there's a whole episode about when he meets him on the island. And it sets up Gon's whole adventure because it's the reason why he goes to become a hunter and find his dad and shit. Okay. Is because he meets this guy that has essentially been hunting for his dad.
Yeah.
Because he's his apprentice. Yeah. But, yeah, without Kite, you don't really have any guidance there.
Which is wild because literally Kite is such a massive part of the
I
story.
know. He really is, but sad.
I don't know. It just felt like a mashup of like One Piece, fucking Yu Yu Hakusho. It just felt like a mashup of a bunch of shit I've already seen.
Dude, it would have been funny if they had like just Zoro in the background somewhere.
Well, no, it wasn't that. It was like even the intro to the anime is just like the intro to the One Piece anime.
Oh yeah, kind of.
Like it's
very
fucking,
similar.
I was just like, oh, and then he's on this island, and then he catches that giant fish.
Yeah.
And he does the jump, and I'm like, Luffy did that.
Luffy did that.
Luffy did that. And then like the four of them will do something and be like, Yu Yu Hakusho did that. Like it's just there's just nothing unique about it.
Yeah.
There's nothing unique about it. That's the best way I can describe it. I know I like said a lot of wild shit and stuff, but the best way I can describe it is I am disappointed because I have heard the legends of Hunter x Hunter. And I
Just
looked.
wait.
It
gets better.
Well, no, I mean, he's already gotten to some stuff that honestly set Hunter x Hunter apart. Like the fact that literally the first Hunter exam for them was fucking walking through a tunnel. I was like, what is this? That's not in anything. It's the
I'm
most.
gonna have to side with Pep here. How does walking into a tunnel set it up?
Because they literally try to make it as like the most epic thing of, oh, by the way, this is gonna like test your will and your mind and shit. I'm like, no, they're just walking. Like he tried to sell it so hard.
Yeah. So you're saying they did it bad? Okay.
Well, yeah, they did do it bad, but at the same time, I'm like, no one would ever try this.
I thought you were about to say the Hunter's exam. I was like, fucking.
No,
Yu Yu Hakusho had it. Fucking Naruto have it.
Also,
fucking anybody has fucking exams. Yeah, they all have exams.
Okay, so where was the Hunter exam in Yu Yu Hakusho then?
The Spirit Detective exam.
There wasn't a Spirit Detective exam. The only exam that ever happened was a tournament that Genkai held.
Yeah, it's an exam.
That's not an exam.
They tested their spirit awareness. They tested their physical abilities. Almost like the Hunter exam.
Also, it wasn't a Spirit Detective exam. That was literally just her finding her
to give you the power or whatever.
Yeah, and
the spirit
technically,
shotgun.
the Spirit Detective didn't even have to take part in it. The only reason he did is because Rando was going to be there.
Exactly. But regardless of how they got there,
it's similar. That's what you're going to say. It's similar.
It's almost the same.
I mean, it is very similar because literally the running.
He switched on me.
Yeah, and now that I'm thinking about it, after they go through that tunnel in Hunter x Hunter, they do run through the swamps.
Yeah.
And it's very much the same as those woods.
And almost to say, Yu Yu Hakusho, they have a battle. And this was not during, it was in the beginning with all the 4 characters because Kurama and them to fight the
Stone Beast.
The Stone Beast.
Yeah. Well, not all of them were Stone Beasts. The one he fought specifically was Stone
and then,
Beast.
all 4 of them have to fight one of V1 in a tower, perhaps.
Yeah, in a tower, perhaps.
So what I'm saying is, Tagashi, you've already done it better. Why the fuck do it again at all? Is what I'm saying.
Because it worked.
No, it didn't. I'm going to be honest with you. It did not. It did the opposite.
And I think
it made me like Yu Yu Hakusho less.
Oh
wow, that's hateful.
Because
hot take.
It's not really a hot take.
That is a hot take.
Just because I don't know, man. Like
Yu Yu Hakusho's a goat.
Yeah, it is. But what I'm saying is, this show was so bad that it made me question the manga artist himself.
Well, yeah, you can question Tagashi all day, but you cannot say Yu Yu Hakusho isn't great.
No, but it did make me.
It does make me question if they ever reanimate.
Be the goat.
That'd be cool.
It'd be #1 on Crunchyroll.
By the way,
I kind of doubt it would, honestly.
I
I only say that because I don't know. Some of the tropes would not age well.
We've been Mandela affected.
Yeah, we have. We
discovered.
Yeah,
we had our break. We had our
break. So I went through and put the video on 3 speed, 2.5 times speed, 2 times speed because I wasn't listening to a whole hour of us rambling because we have another. We're recording. We're in the middle of recording.
We have shit to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just dead parents, demon inside. There's no third thing.
Apparently
I guess
not.
Technically speaking, like power boosts when they get their asses kicked.
Yeah, I could have sworn there was a third thing, but like I said, if you guys listen to the actual whole episode, maybe there's a secret hidden third thing. Go check it out.
We go to the end of the episode. I mean, we didn't go to the end. We got stuff to do. We got an episode to record. We got content for the people.
Mandela
Peppers
effect.
hating Hunter x Hunter. Content.
Actively not liking it. Actively thinking it's bad. But my saving grace that'll hopefully. I mean, I'm gonna get through it regardless. It's 149 episodes.
Yeah.
156 episodes, something in there.
Yeah.
I'm 26 in.
Proud of you.
Hey, I'm 3 episodes into part 4.
Nice.
I see you haven't moved. Neither have I.
I haven't had time.
I understand.
Yeah, that's why you gotta make time.
How do I make time?
Well, there's ways.
There are not.
Not with my job.
But yeah,
my commute isn't that long. But
yeah, fair.
I'm on the phone with this guy.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I don't know, man. I just what gives me hope is there's a lot of TV shows that we've talked about on this podcast that finds its footing after the first season. And
Parks and Rec.
And that's exactly the one I was actually thinking of.
Always.
When does this episode release? This isn't next Monday.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Because we're down. Yeah. We're down to the.
It's very topical.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to talk about the news because it's topical.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm hoping, and you guys have not led me wrong. You have. You guys, I thought I trust you, and now I'm questioning a lot of things.
No, to be fair, you trust yourself a lot when you buy manga, and every single time it always ends up being vampires.
Hey, I've seen a lot about the.
I'm having a better time reading the vampires than watching this fucking Hunter x Hunter. Anyway, Rex, go ahead.
Oh, great
what was that, Vanitas or whatever?
Yeah, case study of Vanitas.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of stuff about that. Apparently, it's actually really interesting.
Can't wait. I picked up 2 volumes.
I was about to say, I thought you already sold them.
I have not
I
yet.
thought that you accidentally got the light novels.
No,
I got the manga.
Oh.
I'm the one.
What was it that you bought? Oh, it was
Yeah, it's always me.
Log Horizon.
Log Horizon.
Yeah.
The covers were so nice.
It's a bargain price.
It
no
was a
fucking
bargain
wonder.
price.
And then
No
he was like,
wonder.
"Yep, this is why."
I have it on video proof.
Yeah, call in 4K.
Caught in 1080p.
Well, our cameras record in 4K.
Yeah, but we don't record in 4K.
Yeah, no,
'Cause
my computer. No computer can process. Technically, my computer is your computer.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that and it would take Pep 2 years, 3 days, and
To upload?
the sacrifice of his firststborn child to
Yeah.
get it uploaded.
I don't know. I could always bring it into work. Use there to upload.
That's fair.
They
Figured
got that
out.
good. They got that good.
Dude, their videos upload so fucking fast. It's incredible.
instant.
It's almost instant.
It's probably like that 10 gig.
Yeah, because
speed.
I sometimes I'll go to put the thumbnail up and I'll see that you're still uploading the episode. I'll be like, oh, okay, it's at 70%. It should be done in no time. I will literally go do a ton of things. I'll be like, it is at maybe 80% now.
Yeah.
Like, what is this?
Yeah.
Who was it? Matthew was asking me about the episode. Actually, it was Wednesday, so it was right before you came back. And he was like, so I got a question. I said, what's up? He said, why is every episode still like just like the artwork of the two of them? I was like, oh, that's the season 1 artwork. I said, we got to remind the people where we started.
Yeah, I just haven't made one.
Well, that and I haven't had time to try to expand on that.
Yeah, because pretty much how we would, and maybe one day we'll get the intro right, but we would have to expand the current artwork a little bigger.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's what I told him. I was literally
And
like,
I'm pretty sure I screwed up my save files, which is why that got stomped.
So maybe the next updated artwork, we can make a
season 4?
No, it'd be season
it
4.
would be season 4.
Because I need to be able to After Effects, and no one cares about this, but I need to be
The
able
zoom
to,
in.
The zoom
Basically,
in. So
he was like, why is it always that? I was like, it's just easier.
yeah, I already made that. So
Yeah.
yeah, it is.
Way
easier.
It's just easy.
Hey, you guys want an episode every week, right? Sometimes concessions have to be made to make those episodes every
Especially
week.
Sacrifices must be
Especially when
made.
you have, other jobs you have to commit your lives to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my job's great. Love my job. But the
Boy, I
commute.
wish I could say the same.
But the commute.
Dude, my commute's horrible too. I feel like I'm in it all day.
Yeah. I wish I made what you guys made, though. That'd be fucking sick.
I mean, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
But
I
Boy,
make,
when you get that first check, you're gonna be like, "Oh my goodness!"
I make about 2/3 of what you guys make. That's what I make.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hey, but here's the thing. It's one of those things, and we've talked about this, a little life thing, in my opinion. I'd rather enjoy what I do than want to kill myself in
On the
Minecraft.
Minecraft.
In Minecraft.
Yeah.
So that's kind of, anytime I see that paycheck and I get a little sad, I'm just like,
You know what? I could be worse.
I could be in a truck.
I could be building a guillotine in
Yeah.
Minecraft.
In Minecraft, yeah. But yeah, so I don't know, boys. I can't wait to love Hunter x Hunter, and I hope I do.
I do too.
And I'm going in with, I know what just transpired the last 30 minutes. You're listening to this episode, and you're thinking to yourself, boy, he's kind of an asshole. I'm going in with an open mind. I'm not going in with like, rah, 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 rah.
I think you've just experienced too much at this point because
that's
Hunter
I
x Hunter's
think.
probably hitting you at the wrong time of life because for me,
There's a time of life
I think so.
specifically that
I think
Hunter-
so. I think he's 100%
I mean,
right.
it
I think
is
so.
100% right because literally, if you would have only started with the remake of Hunter x Hunter, that would still have existed before even Sword Art existed,
Right.
before One Punch Man, before
JJK.
so much stuff that
Right.
has built off of the blocks that created.
Yep. I 100% agree with you. 100%.
And yes, comparing it to Yu Hakusho, you have nostalgia for that. It's always going to be on top.
Although that Yu Yu Hakusho nostalgia may be dying because of Hunter x Hunter.
Slowly but surely. But no.
Slaying it softly.
I think a very astute observation, because I thought about this too, I believe, theory that I have, that when you first get into anime, regardless of what genre, but let's just say shonen for a lot of, all of us pretty much.
You grow attached.
If I would have picked up Hunter x Hunter instead of Dragon Ball, I would have nostalgia.
Maybe.
So, I don't know. I obviously watched Dragon Ball way before Hunter x Hunter because that was one of the first things to come over. Hunter x Hunter, I don't think I even got a chance to watch it until probably 2006.
Right.
And that was the old one.
Yeah. And then you started watching the remake.
Oh yeah, I watched most of the remake. I still have like 40 episodes, but
yeah, because you got to do it too.
Yeah, I do. I'll catch up when you do.
But no, what I mean is like it depends on
Will you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it depends on when you hit it, because if you hadn't seen all of these newer anime, and also you probably would have it kind of on a higher pedestal than what it is.
Because you're like, oh, this was one of the first ones that I saw this way. If you caught this before the Naruto, Dragon Ball, like if it was in that, or even if you watched around the same time that you were getting introduced to Dragon Ball, Naruto.
Because it does things very different from like Naruto and Bleach for sure. Because the first 26 episodes, it's really, well, at least in the original, it's more of like the adventure. It's nothing about fighting really.
Yeah.
Like, yes, people die, but
it's about the adventure. There's not much fighting. There's not much punches thrown.
Well, yeah,
and you're wanting punch that guy.
No, I'm saying even in so the Hunter exam you watched was actually missing a chunk of the Hunter exam, because literally there's a island that they go to that basically a giant tsunami was gonna hit, and they had to somehow survive.
Right.
That's a thing that completely doesn't exist in the new.
They did what Brotherhood did. And
yeah,
they just kind of they what's it called? Cliff notes all the stuff that was already animated. And then once it gets completely caught up to where the older series was, like where it was to canon, then it just kind of like fucking.
Yeah, but why instead of doing the tsunami, they said, you know what we need to do? Bake this food. Cook this food.
That's actually in it too.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, why did they choose to do cook this food instead of tsunami?
Honestly, I don't know. The cook this food did have a point to it. The tsunami thing, even in the original, I was like, but why though? Like,
but why
because the whole tsunami thing, that they kind of all had to work together to survive.
Yeah.
And
when they were all fighting against each other.
Literally, the next test is, by the way, you're hunting each other now.
Uh-oh.
So it was like a big shift. It was real weird. Like, I know why they cut it, but it's...
But no, to answer you, I'm not coming in there to be like, I want to punch this guy, right? I feel like I have grown as an anime fan, that it doesn't have to be punched.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
What I am coming for is to have any type of, I enjoy watching these people on this screen.
Okay.
Right now,
just not there.
There's not a character. Legitimately, Kill was getting there though, because he was like imprisoned by his family, and that was all right.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
There's more to that.
He really wasn't in prison because he just broke his.
I was about to say he could have left.
Yeah. But like that's kind of cool, you know. But as of now, I'm not stoked when a character comes on the screen, because even shows I don't like, you're like, but this character is pretty fun. Like this character, I like watching. It's
hilarious when he comes in here and he goes, "God damn it, I'm on Hisoka's side," and it's just gonna be like, yeah.
I can't see that happening, but
he does it to all of us.
I don't know. You're not gonna like him for the arc that you're in right now. Like you're gonna be like, oh yeah, what he did was really cool, maybe. But
a lot of the Phantom Troop stuff.
Yeah, that's where you start actually enjoying
like,
him as
hey,
a character.
Yo, this guy's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what he whispered in Kurapika's ear.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about a spider. And then he surrendered. Kurapika kind of, you know, they see red and get angry. They punch that guy pretty hard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when they show up to a fight with a shovel.
Yeah. You'll get there. He changed when Nin is introduced. He completely changes as a character.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like I understand it, and that's why I'm kind of in a way glad that we have this.
To document it.
And I'm glad I stopped where I stopped because I was just like, I'll get through the first season. It's doable.
Like me with JoJo.
Exactly.
Like I said, I'm gonna finish Stardust Crusaders.
It's 26 episodes. I can do it, and I don't know, man. It just felt hollow. No pun intended with Bleach.
I understand that.
But it just felt super hollow. It just felt like there was nothing to grasp onto, and there was nothing really. It's almost like Togashi didn't know what to do. And he was like, I need a series.
See, so the weird thing about that is a lot of stuff that goes into Hunter x Hunter, he actually tested prior.
Yeah.
So after Yu Yu Hakusho, before he started Hunter x Hunter, he had Level E, in which if you read all or watch all of Level E, there's a bunch of stuff from it that's in Hunter x Hunter.
The Chimera Ants.
I love how I try to give him the benefit of the doubt, and then you just crush it immediately.
He literally tested it. He was like...
It was a play test.
Which, by the way, Level E, completely different kind of show, but...
Like Greed Island is...
Yeah, Greed Island's in there. And also, literally, one of the characters from... Well, the main character, kind of, from Level E is actually in Hunter x Hunter later on.
In the Hunter exam, you're going to tell me right now there is not a young Genkai in there. There is somebody that is dressed exactly like young Genkai and looks exactly like him.
I know who you're talking about.
You know exactly who I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, not young
That's
Genkai.
Crazy. I looked at that and I said...
Wait a minute.
Okay, yeah.
I know you.
You have to think about it, though.
It was that Leo DiCaprio
I know
meme.
you.
If you ever watch like Soul Eater or anything compared to Fire Force, the character designs
100%.
Yeah, it's like duplicate.
Toriyama does it.
Or Fairy Tail compared to any of his other
Listen, Fairy Tail is
the worst
is the
about
tried and true copy and paste.
It's it's literally like let's change some colors and different character name.
All right, so our next stretch goal, if we get to 10,000 subscribers,
never.
we'll
do not say it.
I watch Fairy Tail.
No.
Yeah, hey, I'll put in that. I've already done it.
I do not agree to this.
Well, I didn't agree to.
You did. You're the one that brought it up.
Yeah, well, that's because the people needed something. They needed something to watch us torture ourselves.
I've watched 80 or 90 episodes of Fairy Tail. I never want to experience it again.
Yeah, well, guess what? At 10,000, you have to experience all of it. So
okay, guys, if you somehow get 10K within this year, I'll do it.
No.
Nope, it has to be within this year.
I'm with Rex. 10K within this year. Let's go.
10K by this time, 2024.
No.
Yep. End of the year.
Okay, yeah. I'll do it by this time next year.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's fine.
You got
I don't see you guys doing it.
Hey, you got 365 days. Good luck.
Best of luck. I'm never watching Fairy Tail.
Hey, there's going to be one Fairy Tail fan that listens to this and says, I know what I must do.
I must accrue the crew.
Honestly, and Fairy Tail has a weird cult following.
That's what I'm saying.
So they're going to be like, has to be done.
Hey. Nothing I can do.
They leave instantly after.
Yeah, they're like,
it hits 10K and then drops.
No, it'll hit 10K and they'll be here for that, like those episodes where we have to talk about Fairy Tail, which I'm already like, I think almost completely current with Fairy Tail. I think there's like a handful of episodes from the last season I never saw, and then there's definitely like the 1,000-year whatever that's coming out that I haven't seen. So,
can't wait. Well, if they want to become the 10K Rex, what can they do?
Well, you can go over to youtube.com/AnimeUnraveledPod and like and subscribe. Leave a comment below if you really want us to watch Fairy Tail. Please no.
And, if you like Hunter x Hunter, you can head on over to the TikTok, AnimeUnraveled Pod TikTok. You know why? Because that's about as much character depth as Hunter x Hunter has. Nothing.
There's stuff on the TikTok. You just don't post anything new.
Yeah.
There's just nothing new on the TikTok.
I
did all this work.
Just like in Hunter x Hunter, there's nothing new.
All this work to reclaim the TikTok for you.
One day I'll get to it.
You've been saying that for 3 weeks now.
Listen, you want?
I think at the end of every episode for the last month and a half, it's been. I'll get to it.
You want
he
Hunter
watched
Hunter?
26 episodes.
You want Hunter Hunter?
Honestly, he probably didn't even watch all 26 episodes.
He listened to them at least.
He listened to that. It was like listening to a podcast.
I can neither confirm nor deny what.
He pleads the fifth. Speaking of pleading the fifth, I have jury duty on October 2nd. I'm so excited. But
so if you're on trial October 2nd around this area,
just know you're going to jail.
If you're on trial, and you just hit the comments down below, and I'll be like, hey, I got you. Not guilty. But it is the end of the episode, which means that it is time for me to say, hey guys, it's the end of the episode. It's my favorite part of the episode. It's the time where I tell you guys to please make sure to leave a review, like, and subscribe. Head on over to either link that they just sent you and let us know what you think. Let us know what you want us to see. What you want, what I want us to watch, and what you guys want to see from us.
You know, hey, listen, he usually does it so well. You see this?
Yeah, we threw them all.
You see this? I mean, not as bad as we did it that one time.
Oh,
boy, you guys,
train wreck,
boy.
Hey.
But yeah,
spectacular.
And, comment down below and be like, hey guys, you guys should really all do an episode where you do a deep dive on this. And we'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. We're gonna deep dive it. I mean, hey, content is content. You know what we're here for? We're here for the people.
You know what I'm not here for?
Hunter.
Amen, brother. We'll see you next week.
Bye.